Hello! Hi everyone! Finally we got some snow here in Sweden, or at least where I live. It's been so grey, so cold, so rainy lately. It's been just blah. So I'm so happy. I mean, look, it's white and it's snow. So I thought this is the perfect day to go out and talk a little bit about clothes, because it's not blowing. So hopefully I won't get cold, even though I will undress. No, you're not going to see me in my underwear. That's not going to happen. I guess you can find another channel for that sort of stuff. But anyway, now I have to go and see if I can find some nice place to sit. Oh, I'm so happy. It's so very white. Ooh, and a bit slippery too. Hi everyone, my name is Emelie and this is my channel Emelie's Outdoor Adventures. Yes, so I'm going to talk about my clothes today. Of course there are 400, 500 different brands you can use, but I'm not going to talk about brands. No, I'm just going to talk about the clothes I'm wearing and things you can think about when you go out and it is very, very cold, because there are good clothes and there are bad clothes or clothing. And as I said in one of my earlier videos, there are no bad weather, just bad clothing, and that's very, very correct. And I have learned that the hard way, believe me. As you know, I'm not working as a high school teacher anymore. No, I work in preschool with very, very young kids or children, and we are out a couple of hours every day, even though it's snow and cold, because it's good for the children to move around. And I absolutely love it. I love to be out, but I'm always so cold. I constantly freeze. And yeah, I realized that I have not been wearing the right type of clothes when I'm out. And I realized that when I started this channel, and I had to be out even more during the weekends. So I've been talking a lot to Kevin at Arctic Wolf, since he is, he loves this kind of weather and go out on hikes when it's like -15, -20. I would probably die if I did that, but he loves it. So I've been talking a lot to him about clothes and what I should wear and so on. So he has taught me a lot. And now actually I'm not so cold when I am working, because I use those because now I use more layers and stuff, and not just one top and a jacket, and oh god, I think I did everything you could do wrong. I wasn't out in my bikini, no. So now I'm wearing better clothes, both at work and when I'm out to make videos. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. And of course I'm very cold because I have lost weight recently. I got some questions about that, people wondering if I'm okay. And yes, I'm okay, but last year was a very stressful year for me. So I lost weight. I didn't want to do it, but I did. And I've been struggling to gain weight, and that's very hard for me to do. I eat, but I don't gain so much weight. So I actually don't want to be this thin. I want to be, way more. So I'm working on it, because right now this is not healthy for me. So that makes me even colder, and that's why I need to have good clothes when I'm out. Let's start with a jacket. Of course, there are 500 different kinds of jackets you can wear. But what you should think about is that it's important that it's waterproof and windproof. And you should always use waterproofing on shoulders and back, because if you're out on a hike and it's snowing, that's where the snow tends to stuck. And if you get very, very warm, the snow will melt from your body temperature or the heat from you. So it's very good if you spray a little extra waterproofing on those areas. I don't have a fancy jacket at all. That's because I don't go on very long hikes when it is cold, so I haven't really bought myself a really fancy good jacket. And every time I'm out, I'm always making a fire when I'm out, or mostly. So it smells kind of, so I have to wash this every time I get home. So this is windproof, is warm, but I guess it could be more waterproof. Yes. So that was the first thing. That was my jacket. So now I'm going to take off this jacket, but I have to fix with my microphone so you can hear me. This is my fleece, and the fleece you have to regulate your heat. If you are hiking and moving, you will probably get kind of sweaty after a while. And then you can take your fleece off. And when you stop to camp or cook or whatever you're going to do when you stop, you might have to put it on because you won't get cold. I'm going to take this one off. Brrr. I'm going to get cold, I think. Maybe I should have started a fire. Okay, don't touch the snow. So this is my base layer. Under this I have my thermal, but this is the one I have on top. This layer, it's very important that it has wicking abilities. So when you sweat, it can allow the sweat out, but it will still keep the heat inside. So that's very important. It's very, very thin, but it's very effective, I have to say, because I never used those before. And now when I've started to use them, I realized that yes, they do keep me warmer. They do. So that's that. And now let's see my thermals. This is the first layer, is my thermals. And what you have to think about when you buy them, well, the best material is, I have learned, is you should wear wool, which I do. But some people think that's, wool is itchy and doesn't like it at all. So you can buy synthetic materials. I have a colleague, she used bamboo. Okay, starting to get a bit cold now. Now I'm going to stand up to show you my pants. Here I am, my pants. Pants is just like the jacket. They have to be windproof and waterproof. And this is ski pants, so they are a bit insulated as well. So they are warm, and I really, really love those. Under this, I have fleece pants. Okay, maybe I have to go a bit closer to the camera. So, fleece pants and my thermals, just as this one. No, not going to show you my underwear. Won't happen. This is how it looks. Now I'm going to put some clothes on top because it's getting cold. Brrr. So, thermal first in wool, and a base layer with good wicking abilities. Oh. Brrr. And then my fleece. Oh, I got snow on my fleece. Yeah, I'm actually getting warmer already. Oh God, this was lovely. And my jacket. Ah. Remember, never ever have cotton as your first layer, because cotton will make you colder. That's not a good material to use in winter. It can be good to use in summer if you want to get cold. But anyway, you need a hat or a beanie. This is a very nice, fluffy, warm thing with some synthetic material on the inside. And then I have one of those. We call it buff. I think you call it the same in English, buff, something, which you can pull up over your face if you would like to. Okay, yeah, but if it's very windy, that could be a good thing. Of course, you can buy those, I don't know what they're called actually in English, Balaclava, which are, it's more, you know, that will more fit to your face and keep it warm. So, but it's the same with gloves. Don't use cotton. This is wool. I got it from a military surplus place in Sweden. I have no idea how old they are, but they're very functional. And now let's talk about my shoes. I'm really looking forward to taking my shoes off. But that's fun. God, I hope I'm not falling down now. So, anyway, shoes. Yes. Ugh. Anyway, I forget to mention my my pants. Like you see, these have those rubberish gaiters which keep the snow from coming in my shoes. So that could be very good when you buy the pants. Whew. So anyway, there's a lot of different shoes. There's a jungle out there, and just you know which shoes to pick. I wear those. Since I'm not making any review right now, I'm not going to talk about any brands, but of course, if you're interested, you can just send me a question and ask what brand I am using, because I don't make reviews, so, you know. Let's take my shoe off. Very big, not so heavy though, but it has pink. This is the shoe I usually wear at work. So, the inner layer of this sock is merino wool, and then it has a mid layer with Gore-Tex, and then it has wool on the outer layer, and those are waterproof. So if my shoes get wet, my feet won't. So a good sock can be a very good investment. But then I have something else inside my shoe, like a car window insulator or whatever you call it. You put it on the car when it's snowing, so you don't have to scrape or whatever it's called. Anyway, I have two of those. So I took the other one I have at home and I placed my foot on it, and then I took a pencil and made a mark around my foot, and then I cut it out. So I made inner soles from this materials, which I have in my vad heter det? I have those in my look. And it's actually working, because this is a tip I got from one of my subscribers and from Kevin at Arctic Wolf, and it's very, very effective, I have to say that. And it's very good to sit on when you're out too, and if you have like a whole family or stuff, I mean, those are quite long, so you can just buy 2 or 3, and then your whole family or all your friends have somewhere to sit, and they won't get cold, and they don't take so much space, and they're very, very light. Anyway, now I have to put my shoes on. But as I said, there's a lot of brands when it comes to shoes, and it's very, very important that they are waterproof, because, you know, snow melt. So that's the first thing you have to think about. And then, of course, I mean, when it comes to clothes, it all depends what you are going to do with them. Are you going to be out in -30 or in +5? Are you going on a long hike? Are you going to sit still? Is it going to snow? Is it going to be windy? So, I mean, there's a lot of things to consider. And, I mean, if you live somewhere where you don't have different seasons, then it's a lot easier to, I guess, to bushcraft in one way, because you don't have to think so much about changing the gear during, you know, due to the seasons, but I have to. So I haven't talked anything about brands. I haven't mentioned any brands. Some of the things I'm wearing do have some sort of brand, you know, well-known brands, but this is not a review. No, this is just about clothes and how to think when you go out. And I really want to say that now, or tell you all, that I'm not making reviews on my channel. I get a question like, or maybe I get one email every week from companies that want to give me stuff to make reviews about. all kinds of different gear, and I always say no. I know some people think that that's a bit stupid that I say no, because making reviews is a very, very, very efficient way. No, it's a very good way to get new subscribers and views, because there's a lot of people who search for that on YouTube. They want to know about a certain gear, and if you have made a review, then they will, you know, watch it and maybe find out that, oh look, I like this woman, this was a fun channel, I will subscribe. But I won't, because for me it just feels so wrong to sit here and talk about a gear that I haven't bought myself, and maybe I don't even like it, and I don't know if I could actually say that I don't like it if I have gotten it for free. And I don't know, I don't know, I don't want to. I'm very, very grateful that some of you have sponsored me on my PayPal link, because then I can go out and buy gear that I need, and then I know that it will be a good gear. So yes, thank you so much. So I bought all those clothes myself. No, not the hat. I got this hat, or the beanie, from my dad. It was a Christmas present and I love it. Thank you, Dad. Yeah. So anyway, now I'm going to go home again and see if I can edit this video so I can upload it on YouTube. So I hope you enjoyed this. Me out in the forest talking about clothes. I never thought I would ever do this because, as I said, I've always been so cold and I never like to be out when it's cold. But I mean, it is true. There are no bad weather, it's just bad clothing, really. When I'm not cold and when I'm not freezing, I think it's absolutely wonderful to be out in a day like this. I have to show you what I'm looking at. I'm sorry I get distracted by this very wonderful view. It's just amazing. I have to show you. I mean, take a look at this. This is what I'm sitting and staring at. Those trees, and you can see the sun and the snow, and it's just so beautiful. And that's why I'm staring behind the camera, not at you. Yeah, now you can see it too. Woo-hoo, the background. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you next time. I don't know what I'm going to do then. We just freebase it, as I used to say. Take care and stay warm. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.